Well, what seemed like a drive that was leading to a punt, the miraculous T.Y. Hilton, see CD fixing his chain, making sure it's inside his shoulder pads, doesn't matter. One-on-one there with Bradbury, and it's a big-time drive by Dak Prescott. Extra point away from tying this thing up.
And the extra point is up, and we are tied. What a game. 34-all with 5:49 to go. Holy cow. It was 3rd and 30. 2 straight sacks on Dak Prescott. And then Dak just threw it as far as he could. And T.Y. Hilton says, well, they brought me in for this. Might as well go make the catch. 53 yards to Hilton. And then there's this.
You just don't see this Philadelphia defense. Their pride and joy is no one throws the ball over our head. You know, people get on Jonathan Gannon about the soft zones, keeping the ball in front. That's their calling card. For them, for 3rd and 30. See Slay, he's not happy. Fletcher Cox trying to calm him down, and that 3rd and 30 goes without saying. That's the play of the game.
Don't forget, Tyler Biotish saved it. They had a fumble. The Eagles seemed like they had it. Biotish ripped it out of Linval Joseph's hands, and Dallas continued the drive. Just wild. And taking it out this time is Scott. Scott across the 20 and upended there. Tonight, NFL coverage continues. Raiders take on the Steelers. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on NFL Network. And then tomorrow, Christmas Day, a triple header kicks off with the Packers taking on the Dolphins, 12:30 Eastern, right here on Fox. And by the way, for Green Bay, it's been a perfect day result-wise for them to keep their playoff hopes alive. Unbelievable game here in Arlington. Welcome those of you who just may have joined us. Happy holidays to you and yours. 34-all, 5:44 to play. Forward to the 25. Let's go back to the touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you, so you're going to see they're going to motion CD Lamb over, and he's going to fix his chain. Everything, if they pause, everything tells Bradbury they're coming over for what they call F post. He's going to run at him, and he's going to cross face. Watch him chatter. Bradbury jumps inside, and he takes the back pylon. These Philadelphia corners, they want to route read. They want to read, they want to predict, they want to base everything off the motion, the formation, and that time, Kellen Moore designed to play to mess up the route read for James Bradbury.
2nd down. Minshew lofting has it a catch? Let's see. Devontae Smith. Yes, it is. Oh, what footwork.
Let's take a look here as Minshew tries to get him. Oh, that's unbelievable. Look at those feet. That is the epitome of toe tag.
Eagles going quick to avoid a challenge. Minshew in some deep trouble now, rolls away and probably smartly gets rid of it. It was a 23-yard gain to Smith. Let's go back to this. This is artistry.
I mean, take a look at his feet. You always want to get one down and drag. This time he's able to just cleanly land on 2 feet. Wow, it's pretty impressive. Understanding the body control, the awareness of where you are on the field. Let's give credit. That's a heck of a throw by Gardner Minshew to fit that ball in that hole in the boundary.
Devontae Smith nearing 100 yards. 2nd and 10. Four-man rush. Minshew stands in, dumps it off Sanders, makes the move, and then tripped up at about the 46 by Deron Bland. And an injured Eagle now. Oh, boy, that's Lane Johnson, who is arguably the best right tackle in the league. He hasn't allowed a sack in a couple of years, and he's in clear pain. 4-time Pro Bowler. A 2017 All-Pro, and the Eagles can ill afford to lose him. Injury timeout.
Last chance for the Steelers.
It's the season for miracles. And on the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, NFL Network is celebrating in style on Christmas Eve.
Let's go, man!
Raiders.
At the goal line. Grab this.
Steelers.
You've got to be kidding me.
Live in prime time. The Holiday Classic, tonight at 8, only on NFL Network.
Tis the season for a showdown in Miami as the Packers take on the Dolphins. It all kicks off Christmas Day at 12:30 Eastern on Fox.
Lane Johnson kind of limps off into the blue tent. The big injury as Jack Driscoll comes in to play right tackle for him. And a 3rd down and 4, 4:33 to play in a tie game. Four-man rush. Minshew throws. Who's got it? Looks like Bland has it. It's an interception, number 5 for Deron Bland.
This is not a bad ball by Gardner Minshew. He puts it right in front of Quez Watkins, and Deron Bland, he just rips it from him. They both kind of catch it simultaneous. I think Watkins has it for a quick second, and then he just rips it out of his hands. We mentioned earlier he was playing more in the slot. Kelvin Joseph had some struggles opposite Diggs. They moved him out wide, and looks like a brilliant move by Dan Quinn.
It's the second one that Watkins had wrestled away from him for an interception. Here's Prescott. Schultz in stride, leaping over defenders and into Eagles territory for a 1st down. Hopped over Reed, blanket chip for a 17-yard gain.
Schultz, he runs one of those posts that we talked about CeeDee Lamb setting up on his last touchdown, and just nobody in the middle of the field. It's been a constant theme all day. Everyone's outside leverage and a lot of space inside.
Prescott with a quick throw over the middle. It's Lamb in stride, and he has what looks to be another 1st down. Lane Johnson has gone to the locker room, according to Aaron Andrews.
You're going to see, again, Scott lines up outside of him. When you don't have inside help, they call it a plugger or a robber or a hole player. There's a lot of things they call it. But either way, when you don't have an extra non-man defender inside of you to funnel your coverage to, playing outside leverage and letting the quarterback just continue to complete the ball between the hashes, in the NFL, that's just pitch and catch.
Prescott, tough ball. Bradbury had a beat on it there in traffic. Trying to get it to Noah Brown. Let's go back to the interception. Again, Quez Watkins had one wrestled away by Curse earlier. Look at the job by Bland.
Yeah, they teach defenders you're going to compete for the ball all the way through the ground. Not just to the ground, through the ground. You see Al Harris, secondary coach, telling him, attaboy, attaboy.
Well, Al Harris is pretty good at doing the same thing.
He's got a pretty good mentor there in Dallas. He's learning from one of the best. 5th pick of the year.
5th pick of the year. He wasn't even playing the first month of the year.
It's impressive.
Fake to Elliott. Now a little flip inside Noah Brown, who almost broke it. Gets just inside the 30. T.J. Edwards tripped him up. Is under 3 minutes to play. Each team with 3 timeouts, so obviously that becoming a factor here.
And if you're Dak, this is 3rd and 6 to pass down. Traditionally, you just cannot take a sack. You're in field goal range. Of course, you want to pick up the 1st down and go down and get a touchdown, but you cannot allow this Eagles pass rush to get home and make this a longer field goal.
Pressure coming. Prescott gets rid of it. Knocked away. Gallup, the intended receiver, but a great play by Kayvon Wallace. Now, what you would think would be a field goal try, but let's see.
Yeah, they're gonna. This is a no-brainer. You've got to take these points here. A little less than 2.5 minutes to go in this game. You got to try to take the lead if you're Dallas. Great job by Philadelphia's defense to show up and following that takeaway, not allow them to go down and get a touchdown.
A 48-yarder to give Dallas the lead from Maher. Kick is up, and kick is perfect. Cowboys in front. Well done. Overton on the snap. Anger the hold, and up and through from Maher, who's got 3 field goals today. But the big play by look at Overton. That's a long snapper. He's like, hey.
Hey, long snapper's got some juice now.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, he's got some guns to him. That guy's spends not a lot of meeting time for the long snapper. They have an unlimited amount of access to the weight room.
Well, takeaways have been a key. Both these teams, top 2 in the league at takeaways. You see they've converted. Cowboys have converted all 3 into points. Eagles had 1. It was a pick 6 by Josh Sweat, the defensive end, early in the game. Cowboys' last lead was 14-10. It's been just a fun, energetic game. So it comes down to this. 2:19 to go. Gardner Minshew, his starting debut, playing for the injured Jalen Hurts. Does he have a last-minute drive to win the Eagles the #1 seed in the NFC? About to find out. We'll start on the 25. The NFL family committed to advancing social justice in communities across the country through the Inspired Change Initiative. The new Inspired Change Changemaker Award recognizes community members who are working every day to create progress on important issues. To learn more about Inspired Change and these changemakers, visit NFL.com/inspiredchange. Here we go. 2:19 left. Sanders in trouble. Lost the football. It is loose, and it's still loose. Dallas says they have it. They do. The 4th turnover by Philadelphia, and it's Barr who recovered.
I mean, what a play by this Dallas defense. Micah Parsons is shot out of a cannon. You see Jordan Mailata, he pulls, creates a lot of space in there, and he's the one that's able to knock this ball and force it back. That ball's supposed to be run all the way out to the right, but Micah Parsons gets across the face of the tight end so fast, he's got to cut back, and Carlos Watkins forces the fumble, and Jack Driscoll had a shot to recover it. He couldn't quite do it, but this Philly defense needs to stand up right now. They can still stop the clock 4 times.
Yeah, Prescott on a keeper. He's got a block. Prescott racing inside the 10. And a 1st and goal for Dallas. Miles Sanders had not fumbled the entire year until last week. And now fumbled back-to-back weeks. On the flip side, the Cowboys have had some issues closing out games like last week. So
yeah,
here's an opportunity.
It was a great play, great design. Dak keeps the ball, but he's got to slide in bounds and let this clock go down to the 2-minute. You see the clock's at 2:01, so the Eagles still now can stop the clock 4 times. The 2-minute plus their 3 remaining timeouts.
But they have to keep him out of the end zone on the fake. Prescott, some pressure, and now he goes down to the 2-minute warning. That's a big play as Dak is all the way back at the 14. We hit the 2-minute warning. Late game drama. Sanders the fumble. Will he get another chance? Cowboys looking to salt it away. Back after this.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Burger King. You rule.
Yeah, just a little situational football here by Dak Prescott on the first run, the long keep that he had. He's got to stay in bounds. Let the clock run down, stop on the 2-minute. Now, 2:01, you call a pass. The clock is stopping no matter what. That ball needs to be thrown out of the back of the end zone. You don't need to worry about keeping the clock running because it's going to stop for the 2 minutes. So it cost him 9 yards. We'll see if it matters.
Now They run it. Pollard trying to get to the edge, cuts up the field inside the 10. It'll be 3rd and goal. The Eagles will certainly use their first time out here. And now if Philly holds right here, I mean, they're going to have no, timeout. It would seem. Zach Martin is the injured Cowboy. And you see he's limping now, their superstar right guard.
And why those end of game situations are so vital is, aside from the 9 yards they lost on first down, now if they do get held, if they score a touchdown, it doesn't matter. They go up 10.
Correct.
It's all but over. But if they get held to a field goal, when you do kick the ball back to Philadelphia up 6, they still have one ability to stop the clock with that last remaining timeout you don't make them use.
3rd and goal. Prescott back. Pressure comes. Looking to run. Prescott stops short. TJ Edwards with a big-time tackle, and now the Eagles will call their second timeout with 1:43 left.
All right, well, now we got to give Dak Prescott credit. They trust him to make a good decision, putting the ball in the air, dropping back to pass. Nobody's there. Just take it, try to get in yourself, but at least he gets tackled in bounds and he makes Philadelphia use their second timeout.
Here's what's at stake. Both teams are in the playoffs. If the Eagles win, they are the #1 seed, first round bye. The Cowboys win, their division hopes are alive. And obviously 2 heated rivals. Cowboys, they're going to go for this on 4th and goal.
Yeah, those extra yards Dak Prescott just picked up on that little scramble is what makes this at least a decision.
And in reality, the extra field goal doesn't do a whole lot. Gutsy call.
Yeah, you don't want to go 1 score to 1 score.
Hey, come back.
This has all the makings of a no snap here.
He tried. And so now they will make it.
He was pulling every trick out of the book. He sent CeeDee Lamb in about 6 motions. He went from under center to gun. He was making checks. But, I know there's a community of folks out there who just say, why make a 1-score game a 1-score game and settle for this field goal?
Well, it certainly is still a difference trying to get a touchdown as opposed to a long field goal. Thought Mike McCarthy was going to be over-aggressive.
So too.
So a 26-yard attempt would mean the Eagles would need a touchdown with 1 timeout to go. It's Maher from 26. And this kick is true. 40-34 Dallas. 1:41 to go. Eagles with a timeout left. Is this NFC playoff picture looking like this? The Vikings with another 1-score win. They're unbelievable in those games this year as the 49ers wiped out Washington today. They're right on Minnesota's tail. And then, again, really everything breaking for Green Bay. Seattle and Detroit lost today, so Green Bay wins on Christmas Day tomorrow. They're in the mix. And the Panthers, Saints, and Bucks are all in play for the NFC South. It's wild.
It's really wild.
So, Miles Sanders, who fumbled, but the Eagles D holds to a field goal, so he's got a chance for redemption. And we'll see, because of those 2 plays, Eagles have 1 timeout left. Right, we saw similar last week in Jacksonville. Dallas threw it on 3rd down. Jags had 1 timeout left that allowed them to go down and tie the game.
Oftentimes at the end of an NFL game, so many of these games are 1 score either way, and just decisions at the end of the game and clock management is critical.
Well, the Eagles have had back-to-back weeks with turnovers. Last week they survived Chicago despite 3 of them. Today, 4 of them. Jaron Kearse has created a couple, an interception here, a couple of fumbles. See, Kearse picked that one up. And Bland, just a terrific play. 5 interceptions on the year, and the Parsons got in the way, and Barr picked it up, but the Eagles D holds to a field goal. 6-point Dallas lead. 1:41 to go.
It's kind of interesting. Driscoll, the backup tackle, he's in for Lane Johnson, but Micah Parsons continuing to work down here on the left side.
Minshew runs away from Parsons. Looking, throwing underneath, Smith for a short game, as he's not make that Pascal for a short game. Clock is winding, so he could not get out there.
See Parsons here working on Jordan Mailata going inside. Just for everyone at home, the reason the clock did not stop, you have to be going forward out of bounds if you're contacted, or they don't give you the clock stop.
Quick underneath, Gainwell rushing up the middle across the 40-45. Good gain, 1:13 to go. See if they save that timeout. They will.
And they got plenty of time here.
You're going to try and run a play instead of clocking it. 1 minute to go. Four-man rush. Minshew escapes, pumps, throws. It is caught on the sideline by A.J. Brown. Great catch and a first down, and the clock stops with 51 seconds.
Yeah, this is great footwork. A.J. Brown working on Trayvon Diggs. He comes back. He sees his quarterback. Stick the left foot, drag the right. It's exactly how they teach it. Nice job there by Minshew keeping the play alive. And they got 51 seconds. They still have a timeout. If you're Philadelphia, you got a lot of time. You have every throw, every square inch of this field at your disposal, both because of the time and because of that timeout in your pocket.
And we got a whistle. Dallas will call a timeout. Well, we knew this was going to be, at least we thought it was going to be a great game. Two of the hated rivals going against each other with so much on the line, but it is wild. Jalen Hurts is maybe the MVP of the league. He's out, and this has been back and forth, and now it's on Gardner Minshew's shoulders to potentially win the #1 seed.
Yeah, this is his moment, right? It's his personal moment, and of course, this is the moment to secure his team the #1 seed, but it's been the turnovers. It's been the fumbles. It's been the picks. Dallas's defense, they've made some pretty big plays. Do they have another play left? Does Dallas have a sack? Can they get a tackle for loss? Can they get Minshew in the backfield to kind of derail this 2-minute last hope drive by Minshew in this Philadelphia offense?
Four-man rush. Minshew in trouble. Backpedals. It's knocked away, and that's an incomplete pass. Chauncey Golston got his hands on it, but there was good pressure that time. Second down.
Yeah, we're seeing this a lot. Micah Parsons is taking that inside pass rush, and we're seeing Gardner Minshew really be able to drift and buy time by getting out. Take a look here at Parsons. He knows that chip is coming, which is what causes him to go inside. This time, Golston does a nice job winning and preventing Minshew from really getting outside the pocket.
And we get a whistle.
Please reset the game clock to 48 seconds. 48 on the game clock, please.
Clock issue, and these guys may appreciate a second to catch their breath the way this game has gone. Pressure. Minshew hit as he throws high. Oh, what a catch! Devontae Smith went up and got it. They don't take the timeout. They're getting up to the line with 36 seconds. Oh my goodness, what a catch by Devontae Smith.
I mean, great design, great route. He's going to go inside release. It's just dagger. They're going to clear out the safety. He's going to run an in-breaking cut. Minshew has to kind of throw this ball with some height to get it over the underneath defenders. And you talk, again, another example of just truly high pointing the ball, going up and competing for a ball. We've seen both these teams just put on a clinic of wide receivers and tight ends making contested, unbelievable catches.
Well, he let that go. I thought it was going to be a pick.
And smart to keep that timeout in your pocket. You don't have to throw this ball to the boundary.
Minshew sends his pressure, going for the end zone. It is incomplete. Smith again, but a little too far. Sean Wright had coverage, but now 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he's trying to give Smith another chance. Really smart there by Wright. Just kind of push him out of bounds. Minshew's like, you got it. Nope. Well, of course, they still got 2 downs. He can throw this ball anywhere on the field. If you're Dallas right now, they got 4 pass rushers in. Armstrong, got 3 on the left. Dante Fowler, Armstrong. It's going to push the line that way, one-on-one with Micah Parsons.
It's blocked. Minshew can't find anyone. Here comes Parsons, running for his life and just throws it away. And it's 4th down with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, this is a great design. He puts all the pass rushers away from Parsons.
Across the line of scrimmage, 4th down.
You hear the official say it's not grounding. The ball crossed. He was out of the pocket. The ball crossed the line. Just let your best pass rusher. Oh, he's asking for a timeout. He's asking the sideline for a timeout. He wants to catch his breath. He knows he needs to put his best pass rush on this game right now, but
they don't call it. Here it is, game on the line. 4th down.
Yeah, they gave it to him. He took it. Sometimes you got to listen to your players, Kev. When your potential defensive player of the year asks for a timeout on the play of the game, you give it to him.
All right, so the Eagles have a timeout so they can go anywhere on the field. They need 10 yards to keep the game going. And Parsons, who had a relatively quiet 3.5 quarters, has been a force with pressures and forcing that fumble, forcing Minshew out of the pocket there. Here's the game. Minshew in trouble, just lost it up, nobody home, Cowboys gonna win it.
Well, you saw Micah Parsons ask for the timeout. They wanted to rejuvenate. They got 5 guys up here to pressure, and the rush gets home. Take a look at the garbage by his feet. Dante Fowler working to back up Driscoll. He's laying at the lap. Minshew has no choice but to just throw that ball up and hope for a prayer. But Dallas's defense, they stepped up today. 4 takeaways, and the big stop there on the 2-minute drive. They came through.
What a game. What a game. And the Cowboys take down the Eagles, handing them their 2nd loss of the year, and the division is still in play. Well, very well may see each other again in the divisional round, but today belongs to the Cowboys. 40-34 coming up, the OT presented by DirecTV. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Cowboys in a thriller.
Oregon. Unbelievable. North Carolina. Look at this. The San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern on